study about Konnichiwa guys. I study about physiology of immunity. We will go straight into the questions that usually come when all the fuck is supposed to arrive. Inflammation, fever. In first place, response of a tissue to injury is known as inflammation. This is defensive response of the body against tissue injuries, characterized by four features in sequence: rubor, dolor, calor, tumor. Right. Rubor, red. Dolor, pain. Calor, increased temperature. Tumor is swelling. Triple response: red line, flare, wheel. Let's go straight into this development of immunity. Lymphoblast are the lymphoid and then lymphoblast and then pre-T cell, PD cell. Pre-T cells mature in thymus and form T4 cell, T8 cell, cytotoxication, cellular immunity. Immunity. T4 cell from B cell, the activate B cell, and T4 cell also activate T4 cell. Pre-B cell, bursa equivalent B cell, relative of plasma antibody immunity. Pre-T cell, pre-B cell, bursa equivalent, thymus, T4 cell, T8 cell, cytotoxic cell, and then provide cellular immunity. B cell convert to plasma cell, then antibody, then human. Then development of T cell, and there is common lymphoid progenitor. Lymphoid progenitor, pro-B cell, pro-T cell, pro-B cell, pro-T cell, pre-B cell, pre-T cell. Right. First comes lymphoid, then pro, then pre, then naive, then mental, then centroblast, centrocyte, memory cell, marginal zone, plasma cell. नाइव सेल से बनते हैं बी इम्यूनोब्लास्ट, देन IgM. Lymphoid progenitor gives rise to pro-T cell, B cell. T cell directly form natural killer, and then they were pre-naive, and then see the immunoblast, and then T cell. Whereas they form pre-B cell, naive B cell, then they form IgM, plasma cell, and then later on they form mental cell, centroblast, centrocyte, which further forms memory cell, marginal zone B cell, IgM, IgE, plasma cell. This you should remember. So antigen presenting cell consists of a major histocompatibility complex. Major histocompatibility antigen presenting cell and T cell consist of a T cell receptor. Okay, so antigen presenting cell phagocytoses the antigen, and when that antigen is digested, endocytosed and are combined with the major histocompatibility complex and then are incorporated onto the surface of the antigen presenting cell. Okay, that was easy. Now this cellular immunity and humoral immunity, these are important. Antibody structure and all is more important in biochemistry. Now cellular immunity is provided by T cells. Okay, and the steps of cellular immunity are antigen recognition, activation and proliferation and elimination. 2P and eliminate. 2 pyramid. First is presenting, second is proliferation and then elimination. First, like recognize, present, process the antigen, and then because of that proliferation of T cell takes place, and then elimination of the invader. Right. So first step is antigen recognition, processing and presenting. Right. So antigen recognition and processing. We will draw this diagram for the antigen processing and presenting, processing, and then antigen presenting and recognition. We will draw this diagram where the T cell is combining with the MHC AG complex on the antigen presenting cell. And then the whole mechanism of cellular immunity. First of all, antigen presenting AG contain. Now MHC AG contains inactive T4 cells. Right. Activation of T4 cells or differentiation proliferation T4 cell causes formation of memory T4 cell and effector T4 cell. THT helper cell 1, which activate the interleukin 2, which causes co-stimulation of the proliferation and differentiation of T8 cell, forming effector or cytotoxic T cell and memory T8 cell. Now before that, antigen present in the cell is on the surface. Virus infected cell or antigen containing antigen presenting cell just remember this shit here. Virus infected one side is antigen presenting cell MSC2 EG on the surface, on the other side is virus infected antigen presenting cell. TCR identifies MSC and activation of T8 cell occurs, proliferation differentiation of T8 cell, and then effector and memory co-stimulation EG contacts inactive T4 cell, activation of proliferation differentiation for cell effector T4 cell, memory and effector T4 cell. Cellular immunity, interleukin 2 and helping 1 cell. Humoral immunity mediated by B cells. Antibodies produced by plasma cells that are further produced by B cells. Steps of immunity, 6 steps. Presentation of antigen, activation of B cells. First step is always presentation of antigen, then activation of B cell, then B cells form plasma cells form antibodies, and then memory B cell, and then killing of the invader, and then memory B cell. Antigen presenting cell contacts an active T4 cell activation, T4 alpha alpha co-stimulation, transformation of these. Antigen directly contacts inactive B cell. Antigen directly contacts the inactive B cell, whereas the antigen presenting it identifies for T cell for cellular immunity. Antigen presenting cells are much, and this is common in both cellular and humoral immunity. Okay. Activation of B cells. Transformation of B cells into plasma cells. Antigen directly contacts the B cell. B cells activate and form memory B cell. Further activation is formed by Th2 T4 cells per cell and transform B cells into plasma cell. Cells and antibody neutralization killing of the antibodies. It is for neutralization killing, whereas cytotoxic T cell is just for killing.